When you think of the word battle scarred in CS2, you think of a gun that doesn't look very good or is super scratched up. However, there are a list of guns that actually look better in battle scarred condition. They either add a unique feature, a unique pattern, or they just look better in game. Today, I'll show you a list of almost 20 items that do look better in CS2. I'll include it from lowest price to highest price, so you can stick around and watch the entire video. As always, I will be giving away a skin in this video. The skin I will be giving away will be one of these battle scarred skins from this video. All you need to do, stick around, watch the video, drop a like, and find out how to enter. Now, let's get into it. This video is sponsored by Skins Monkey. Skins Monkey is an automated trading site with an insane amount of skins. Simply click the skins that you don't want from your inventory, click the skins you do want, and press trade. Use code CLAUDE to get up to $5 extra on your first trade when you spend $100, as well as a 35% deposit bonus. They also have freebies for daily, weekly, and monthly giveaways. Link is in the description. Check it out today, and thanks again Skins Monkey for sponsoring the video. Taking a look at the first item here, we got the Mag 7 Rust Coat. It gives that nice blue finish with a bit of that brown textured in factory new condition. However, if you pick it up in that battle scarred condition, it's fully browned out and looks extremely rusty. It matches very nicely with some rusty looking gloves, as well as any of the rust finished knives. The second item on the list here is the R8 revolver Bone Forged. In factory new, it gives off a brown looking finish. However, if you pick this one up in a battle scarred condition, it turns that brown into a green looking finish, and I personally think it looks a lot better in CS2. The next item on the list is the MP7 Sunbaked. It gives off that gray and black theme look in a factory new condition. If you pick this one up in battle scarred condition, it turns that gray into a gold finish, and I personally think with the CS2 lighting, it looks extremely good in the game, and it looks a lot better than the silver finish. Next up, taking a look at the P250 Verdigris. This one gives off a brown and cyan color finish in that factory new condition. I personally believe this skin does look very good for the price. However, in battle scarred, I do like it more. When you pick this one up in battle scarred, it turns that brown into a darker green, and I personally think it meshes a lot better with that cyan finish. This is definitely the one I would pick up out of the two options. Next up, taking a look at the M4A1S Mud Spec. This gives off an almost all black skin with a bit of that woods themed camo look. However, when you pick this up in battle scarred, it pretty much takes away all the black and gives it that gold / bronze look to it. You can still see the camo underneath it. However, I personally like how this looks a lot better. Next up, taking a look at the Mag 7 Firestarter. In factory new condition, it's pretty much an all white gun with a tiny bit of red and black showing. And when you pick this up in battle scarred condition, it actually has the burning happening to the white effect. So all of that white is burning away, and you can see a bunch of those flames burning the white and leaving the gun in an all black finish. I personally think this is one of my favorite ones in the game in battle scarred condition, and this is definitely one that I would pick up. Jumping over to the Neo Queen P90, we have seen this one a lot in my videos, and I wanted to include it once again. In factory new condition, it doesn't have a lot of color going on with it. It looks very washed out in a gray / black. However, it does have that bright spray paint color to it. When you do pick this up in battle scarred condition, it actually turns all of that gray into a nice purple, and when you do pick this up, the higher the float, the more purple it will show, so definitely look for the highest float possible. Next up on the list, we have the Tech 9 Hades. In factory new condition, this is an all gray and white skin with a bunch of white helmets on the skin. However, when you pick this up in battle scarred, a bunch of those helmets actually turn into skulls. There are still a couple helmets seen on the gun where there is some more white. However, in a lot of the dark gray and black areas, they do turn to skulls, which I think is really unique. Next up on the list, we have the AWP Black Nile, and like the name says, in factory new condition, it's an all black skin with a bunch of gray / white stripes going through it. However, just like the Sunbaked MP7 that we showed earlier, in battle scarred condition, this actually turns to a gold / bronze looking finish. I personally think this is very unique and looks very cool in CS2. Next up is a skin that I've talked about a bunch on this channel before. We have the M4A1S Night Terror. In factory new condition, it's very gray / black themed with a bit of that red that really pops out. However, when you do pick this up in battle scarred condition, it turns all of that gray into a nice purple looking color, and I do think it looks a lot better in battle scarred condition. Next up, we have the AWP Aetheris, and I know this is a fan favorite for a lot of people in the game because of the price. In factory new condition, it looks pretty much flawless with a ton of green and blue standing out in the skin. However, if you pick this up in battle scarred, most of the color actually goes away except for the snake, leaving just the snake stand out. I personally think this looks very unique and cool. It obviously does look very scratched up, so I don't know if you guys would enjoy it. I wanted to include it on the list in case anyone did enjoy this and wanted to pick it up. At 7,500 subscribers, I will be giving away this survival knife stained. All you need to do, like this video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, and make sure your trade link or Steam ID is in the description of your YouTube channel. Now, let's continue on. Next up on the list is the P90 Death Grip. In factory new condition, you can see there's a ton of white and blue hands that are all meshed together. When you do pick this up in battle scarred condition, it actually turns all of the hands into a bunch of bones. I personally think this looks really cool, and it matches nicely with that Tech 9 Hades that we saw earlier in this video. Moving over to the P2000, we got the Imperial Dragon in factory new condition. It gives a nice very bright orange color as well as some purple on the handle. However, when you pick this up in battle scarred condition, it changes that orange to a nice bright red, and the purple actually goes to the top of the gun instead of on the handle. I personally like it better in battle scarred condition, and it stands out a ton in CS2. Next up, we're taking a look at the M4A1S Basilisk. In factory new condition, that center area where the dragon actually is shown is very grayed out and it does not stand out a whole lot. However, if you pick this up in battle scarred condition, it takes away that bright gray and makes it a very dark black. I personally think this gun looks almost all black with it in battle scarred condition, and I think it's great for a black themed inventory. I will also be giving away this M4A1S in this video. All you need to do is leave a comment down below on which weapon was your favorite so far. Getting into some high tier skins here, first up we have the Desert Hydra in factory new condition. It gives a nice white color on the back of the stock, the scope, as well as the barrel of the weapon. However, if you do pick this up in battle scarred condition, it actually changes all of those to a black finish, and I personally think this looks a lot better. Taking a look at the M4A1S Welcome to the Jungle, this is a great looking skin and it has a nice snake pattern throughout the center of it. However, if you pick it up in battle scarred condition, it actually gives it a lot of scales that actually go on the weapon, and it matches very nicely with the snake. One of the knives that actually looks a lot better in battle scarred condition is any of the black laminate knives, especially the Huntsman Black Lam. It's the darkest knife that you can find in the game other than the Shadow Dagger vanillas. The other knife that looks a lot better in a battle scarred finish is any of the rust coat knives. I personally enjoy the Talon knife rust coat the most, however any rust coats you want to get in a battle scarred condition. I hope you guys did enjoy this video and it was helpful for you and showed you some skins that you may not have known looked better in battle scarred condition. Make sure to drop a like on this video if you did enjoy and you did learn something. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.